The gods have spoken. The king shall die, unless the king is found. Those words shook the entire Ubaka kingdom. But what did they mean? How can a man die unless he is found?
Ubaka Kingdom. Night had fallen over Ubaka Kingdom. The palace was silent, except for the eerie sound of Oja piercing through the darkness. The king lay in bed, pale and weak. His breathing was shallow. The chief priest entered slowly. He stood by the king, looked into his face, then shook his head without saying a word. As he turned to leave, the elders rushed to him. "Wise one, tell us what is happening." But the priest kept walking, chanting strange words as he disappeared into the night. Fear and confusion gripped the elders. Something was terribly wrong. The next morning, the elders went to the shrine, seeking answers. The chief priest stood before them, eyes closed, chanting incantations. Then he spoke. "The gods are angry, and they are silent." The elders shook their heads in worry. "What have we done?" No answer came, only the cold wind blowing through the trees. Igodo Kingdom. Far away in Igodo Kingdom, a town crier beat his gong in the village square. "People of Igodo, the king has spoken. There will be a great wrestling contest. The winner shall marry the princess." Excitement filled the air as young warriors began their training with confidence and enthusiasm. Meanwhile, mothers and fathers wondered who would emerge victorious. Ubaka Kingdom. Back in Ubaka, the chief priest suddenly returned to the palace. "The gods have spoken." The elders gathered quickly. "The king must die. The king must die unless the king is found." The elders were confused. "Eyes of the gods, what do you mean? The king is already here. What did you mean, unless the king is found?" "A single word of lie does not sit well in the mouth," the priest replied, with an old proverb, and pointed to Onowu, the oldest elder. "Ask him." All eyes turned to Onowu. Onowu sighed deeply. "My fellow elders, 25 years ago, our late king died. He left behind a pregnant queen. His last wish was that the child should take the throne once he came of age. But the king's brother, our current king, betrayed that wish. He drove the queen out of the palace and claimed the throne for himself. I was there, and I said nothing." The elders were shocked. "We were told the queen ran away in shame. It was a lie. We covered it up," Onowu replied. The elders wasted no time. They sent out search parties to every land. Weeks passed until news came. The queen and her son had been found, living quietly in Igodo Kingdom. Igodo Kingdom. Lota was a striking young man, handsome, strong, and full of life. He was one of Igodo's finest hunters and easily among the top 3 favorites to win the wrestling match and marry the princess. That evening, as he returned from the forest after setting his traps, something unexpected happened. He saw the princess. Their eyes met. Lota quickly bowed his head and greeted her respectfully. "Greetings, my princess." The princess smiled. Lota's heart skipped. Did she just smile at me? He thought, blushing like a shy boy. As he walked past, the princess turned to her maids. "Who is that handsome young man?" "That's Lota, one of our best hunters," replied the first maid. "And one of the best wrestlers in Igodo too," the second maid added. The princess smiled, her eyes glinting. She rolled her eyes in silent admiration. As Lota arrived home, he was surprised to see 2 elders seated with his mother. Their faces were serious. The smiles from earlier vanished from his face. His mother looked pale, as if she hadn't slept all night. "Mama, what's going on?" His mother's eyes welled with tears. The eldest among the visitors cleared his throat. "My son, we're from Ubaka Kingdom. You do not know us, but we have searched far and wide for you." Lota frowned, confused. "Me?" His mother gently reached for his hand. "Lota, there's something I should have told you a long time ago." One of the elders stepped forward. "You are not just a hunter or a wrestler. You are the son of the late king of Ubaka. You are the true heir to the throne." Prince Lota laughed nervously. This must be some kind of mistake. But the look in his mother's eyes was different this time. "I didn't leave the palace on my own, Lota. I was forced out because I was carrying you. Your uncle betrayed your father. I kept this from you to protect you." There was silence. Prince Lota stepped back, dazed. His world was spinning. Why now? Why are you telling me this now? The second elder replied. Because your uncle, the one who stole the throne, is dying and our land is in chaos. The gods have spoken. Only the true king can save Ubaka. My son, please forgive them. Forgive us. For the sake of your late father, he is the only reason I forgave them. I'm more angry at them than you. Please. Prince Lota looked to the bush path he just came from, where he had felt so free. Now everything was changing. He stood still, confused and overwhelmed by the revelation. My life is here in Igodo, Mama. My friends are here. Everything I know is here. His mother tried to convince him, but he suddenly raised his voice. I love the princess. I want to marry her. And now I finally have a chance. Through the wrestling match, I can't leave. The elders exchanged silent looks. Then one of them spoke calmly. My prince, becoming king will not stop you from marrying the princess. If you accept the throne, we will go to the king of Igodo and request her hand in marriage officially. You won't need to wrestle. You'll marry her with honor. Prince Lota's face lit up. His heart was full of hope. Then I accept, but only on that condition. The elders went to see the king of Igodo confident. Our crown prince wishes to marry your daughter. As tradition demands, we come to you in peace, they said, beaming with smiles. But the king's face remained stern. I will not go back on my words. The decree has been made. The winner of the wrestling match shall marry my daughter. If your prince truly desires her, let him prove it, like every other man. The elders were shocked and disappointed. He is a crowned prince. You expect him to wrestle for a woman. It is an insult. They left the palace fuming but powerless. When they returned and told Prince Lota what happened, he was silent for a long time. Then he sighed deeply. Maybe. This is the god's way of reminding me who I really am. His mother and the elders pleaded with him, reminding him of his people, his destiny, his father's legacy. Tears welled in his eyes. If this is the price of being king and continuing my father's legacy, then I will pay it. I will take the throne. You are the true son of the late king. The priest praised him happily. The chief priest poured libation, placed the royal staff in Prince Lota's hand, and crowned him the king of Ubaka. The people of Ubaka cheered, danced, and celebrated their new king, their true king. The wicked king and Onowu were banished forever. A lie can hide for many years, but truth always finds its voice. The gods were silent not because they were far, but because they were waiting for the right time. 5 years have passed since Lota became king of Ubaka. He restored the kingdom, brought peace to his people, and ruled with wisdom. But the chambers of his heart remain locked. He has yet to take a queen. Because the truth is, he still hasn't moved on. No other woman has made his heart beat like the princess of Igodo once did.